Okay, so we could imagine cutting out these walls and putting them all side by side in 2 dimensions. It says they're, let's see, we've got 14 feet long and 18 feet wide. So it's 14 by 18. And then it's 8 feet tall. So if you were to take this is like a top-down bird's eye view of the room. So you've got one room that is 14 across and 8. And actually there's two of those. There's this one right here and this one right here from the bird's eye view. So that's that's two of the walls. And then the other two walls are coming this way. They're 18 and then 8 high. So there's times two of those. And then they said there's 3 windows. We don't necessarily need to know whether the windows are here or whether the windows are here, because in theory they're taking out the same amount of square footage. So what we're going to do is we're going to calculate the total square footage for these walls, and then we'll subtract out the windows from them. And that will be the total square footage that we need to paint. Okay, so for this one, for these two walls, it's 14 feet. Is it feet? Yeah, it makes sense. Times 8 feet times 2. That's the square footage for these two walls. And then we've got, is there a door? Yeah, there's a doorway. So the same thing with the doorway. We'll just subtract that out. Then we have these two walls that are 18 feet times 8 feet. And then there's 2 of those. So this is the total square footage before we consider the windows and the doorways. There's 3 windows that are 2 feet by 3 feet. So 2 feet by 3 feet. Oh. And there was 3 of those. And then we had a door that's 7 feet by 3 feet. So 7 feet by 3 feet. That's not going to be painted as well. Okay, so making this calculation, we'll calculate the total square feet of room that we need to paint. So we got 224. The next one is 18 times 8 times 2, so that's 288. Then we're going to be subtracting the total square footage of the windows, because we're not going to paint the windows unless we're crazy. 18 square feet. Oops, not dollars. And then 7 feet by 3 feet, so that's 21 square feet. So adding and subtracting those. It's 473 square feet. That's how much we're going to have to paint. And they said that we're going to do 2 coats, so we got to double that. So total square footage after the 2 coats is 946 square feet. So we're asked for the cost. The paint is $50 per can, and 1 can covers 400 square feet. So we want the cost. We want dollars as our ending units. So what we'll want to do is use this conversion factor that 1 can is 400 square feet, and then we can convert dollars per can. So let's find out how many cans we need. We got 946 square feet, and we'll multiply that by 1 can per, what is it, 400 square feet. Made a mistake in the video. So backing up to here, the square feet cancel. This will calculate the number of cans. And I realized we can't have a fraction of a can, so that's why I had to back up the video. So multiplying 946 times 1 over 400 times 1 divided by 400, that's 2.365 cans. But we can't buy 0.365 cans, so we need 3 cans. And 3 cans at $50 each is going to give us $150. So the cost for the product is $150 for taking care of this room. Okay, sorry about the penmanship. It's $150 right there. Okay, let's move this out of here. An oil-based wood scaler costs $60 per gallon. 1 gallon carver is 500 square feet. A person wants 3 coats for both rooms of the sealer. So how much will this cost? So this time, instead of walls, we're dealing with floors. Okay, we got 14 feet by 18 feet. Then we got another room that's 8 feet by 10 feet. And let's see, this one looks a little more straightforward because we don't have to cut things out. So let's find out the total square feet we're working with. That's for the first room. That's for the second room. This is 252 square feet. And then 80 square feet. So added together, it's 332 square feet. So that's how much we have to cover. So how much will the project cost? That's the total amount of square feet we have to cover. So we want to convert that to however many gallons of this product we need to buy. So we got 332 square feet. We want to know how many gallons that is. So we'll multiply by our conversion factor. It says, oh, they want 3 coats too. Sorry, so we're going to multiply this by 3. And that's what I had to do with my floor, 3 coats. So that's 996 square feet to cover. And then it says $60 a gallon. 1 gallon covers 500, so that's our conversion factor. So we got 996 square feet. And I'm going to multiply this by 1 gallon per 500 square feet. That way the square feet units cross cancel. So I can do that left to right with your calculator. You can do 996 times 1 divide 500. So that's 1.992 gallons. Since we can't buy 0.9992 gallons, we'll round up. It's going to be 2 gallons that we need. And then there's $60 each. So it looks like the cost of the product is going to be $120. Now if you hire out, you got to figure in labor too, which is probably going to be a lot more.